That's Kirk Herbstreit on the ESPN College Football Selection Show. After the top four were announced, Alabama's number 1, Oregon's number 2, Florida State 3, and Ohio State, amid much controversy, is 4. That leaves the Big 12 out of the inaugural college football playoff. Here, I'm coming to your phone calls. Here's Jeff Long, first cut, as to why Ohio State moved past both Big 12 teams.
Yeah, I think with the championship game, Ohio State demonstrated that they were a total team, and they did overcome replacing 2 quarterbacks, and that's a tremendous statement about the quality of their team. And with a conference championship in the Big Ten, with a win over the Western Division champ, Wisconsin, it was decisive for Ohio State to move into that 4th spot.
Translation? We didn't want to fool with the mess in the Big 12. They thought TCU was the better team. Baylor had a head-to-head. The conference wouldn't crown a true champion, in spite of their ridiculous motto, one true champion. And they got left out. Shame on you, Big 12. Hope you learn your lesson. For me, I don't believe Florida State is the best team in the country, but they should have been the top seed in this tournament. I don't like what happened to Florida State. I'm not going to sit here and lobby and tell you I think they're the best team, because they're not. They're not the most talented. They're not the most complete team. But they're the only team that won every game they played. By dropping them to number 3, you have devalued what college football deems to be most precious, and that's its regular season. College football has gone to great lengths to protect its regular season. What this committee has done has devalued results on the field. And you could say, what does it matter? Just get in. You could argue that. But now, because Florida State is number 3 instead of number 1, they've got to go across the country to play their semifinal game instead of playing Ohio State at home. It should have been Florida State 1, Bama 2, Oregon 3, Ohio State 4, if you were going with these 4 teams. And that would have been Florida State, Ohio State in the Sugar Bowl, Bama, Oregon in the Rose Bowl. Now, we could have a completely different conversation about the Big 12 and if Ohio State deserved to be in and all that, and that's what we'll talk to you about. But if you listen to this show on Tuesday, you know today I am as tickled as a pig in slop, or use whatever analogy you want. James, if you would, cue the tape. This was, after further review, 6 days ago, on Tuesday, when the Big 12 Commissioner, Bob Bowlesby, tried to convince all of us that we were dumb, and that one true champion didn't literally mean there'd only be one, but it was more of a philosophy about playing all the teams in the regular season. He tried to convince us all we were dumb, which prompted me to say this on Tuesday. You know what I'm hoping for on principle alone? I'm hoping with a backup quarterback, Ohio State obliterates Wisconsin.
Check.
I hope Ohio State wins that game by 5 touchdowns.
Check.
I hope Florida State wins.
Check.
I hope Alabama absolutely destroys Missouri.
Check.
And Oregon blows out Arizona.
Check.
And the committee looks at it and goes, you know what, Big 12? Right here. I got your one true champion right here. And they get left out in the cold. You can call me Nostradamus Moscona.